rapper and business mogul Sean Diddy Combs is swimming in endless lawsuits. Since Cassie Ventura's lawsuit against him, 4 other lawsuits have been filed, and one of them might send Diddy to jail if he's found guilty. Rodney Jones, who goes by the artist name Lil Rod, has filed a huge 70-page lawsuit against Diddy for different crimes, along with his son Justin Combs, his chief of staff Christina Coram, the former CEO of Motown Records Ethiopia Haptemariam, and the CEO of Universal Music Group Lucian Grange for allegedly knowing about, condoning, and being involved in Diddy's atrocities. He's also asking for a settlement of $30 million, similar to what Cassie asked for.
My album. I took a year off straight working on this album. That album is the Love album, Off the Grid by Diddy. And it's Grammy nominated right now as we speak. I should be celebrating, but the truth is I'm not. Taking this album on has required so much time, months and at a time, 16 hours, 24 hours a day. Sometimes, Diddy will request certain works to be done and tell us don't go to sleep until it's done. And the truth is we'll be up for days trying to accomplish that. I've tried to get my business straight with them on this album, but the truth is they're not playing fair. They hit me on below the belt on so many situations, just dealing with this. It's the contract that they give me and the offer that they gave me was just disgusting. The producer fee, pennies, and on top of that, these guys are trying to steal my publishing. I can't go for that, so I'm fighting.
This lawsuit also implicates and mentions various celebrities, including Meek Mill, Usher Raymond, Chris Brown, Cuba Gooding, Young Miami, Jennifer Lopez, and Justin Combs. However, what exactly does this lawsuit contain? Stay tuned as we give a detailed breakdown of the drama. In 2023, Diddy got hit by a lawsuit from singer and ex-longtime partner Cassie Ventura. Cassie sued him for allegedly sexually assaulting and physically abusing her while she was still in a relationship with him. She also claimed that he used to pay escorts to get intimate with her while he watched. While this lawsuit was eventually settled amicably for an undisclosed amount, it started a wave of lawsuits from other women who had allegedly been wronged by Diddy in the past. 3 more women and 1 man have filed lawsuits against the rapper. Crazy, right? This is not even the craziest part. The latest lawsuit has been the most massive one yet and has gotten the hip-hop community in a frenzy. Record producer Rodney Jones, also known as Lil Rod, has pressed charges against Diddy in a 73-page lawsuit in which he accuses Diddy of various crimes. Lil Rod was a producer on Diddy's 5th studio album, the Love album, Off the Grid, which he worked on from September 2022 to November 2023 while living in the rapper's house in Los Angeles, California. In the first charge against Diddy, the producer states that Diddy hosted a writers and producers camp held at Chalice Recording Studio in 2022, along with Diddy, his son Justin Combs, and Justin's friend, whom they named G in the court documents. One evening, Diddy, his son, and G were engaged in a heated argument that started in the studio and then moved to a restroom that was close to where Lil Rod was sitting. After some time, Rod began hearing gunshots, which scared him because he was close to the restroom and he feared that he would get shot too. Once the shots stopped, a crowd gathered around the restroom before Diddy and his son exited. Rod saw G lying on the floor in a fetal position in a pool of blood and helped him while urging the crowd to call the ambulance. Rod claims that Diddy gave everyone instructions not to tell the police about his involvement and also forced him to lie, saying that G was shot outside the studio in a drive-by assassination attempt. Rod also added a photo which alleged the scene of the crime after G had been taken to the hospital by the ambulance. In addition to this, the lawsuit also states that Rod was sexually assaulted by Diddy while he was living at his Los Angeles home. It claims that he was subjected to inappropriate groping and touching from Diddy. Rod also alleges that Diddy forced him to work in his private bathroom while Diddy walked around naked and showered in front of him. These advances made him uncomfortable, leading him to speak with Diddy's chief of staff, Christina Coram, about these issues, to which she responded, Sean will be Sean. She also downplayed the inappropriate groping, calling it friendly horseplay and saying that it was Diddy's way of showing that he likes you. Rod also claimed that Christina knew of Diddy's behavior and was helping Diddy groom him into a homosexual relationship. Rod went further to say that one of Diddy's attempts to convince him into homosexual relations was to show him a video of Stevie J, who was one of Rod's idols. Diddy did this to make the situation not look like a big deal. Rod also shared some screenshots in the court documents which show a black man who he identified as Stevie J having relations with a white male who is unidentified. It is rather unclear if the man in the screenshots is really Stevie or not, but Rod says that he will be providing the actual footage to the court as part of evidence. Diddy also allegedly told Rod that he has had homosexual relations with two other celebrities, a singer and a rapper. In a footnote, the document gives clues as to which artists were being referred to. Going by this, it can be narrowed down to the rapper Meek Mill, who is from Philadelphia and dated Nicki Minaj, and R&B singer Usher Raymond, who had a successful Vegas residency and just performed at the Super Bowl halftime show. While the truth behind this cannot be fully confirmed, Usher has said some things about the time when he lived with Diddy at the age of 13 that are questionable. Take a listen.
To New York City. And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea.
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place. And I didn't necessarily understand it.
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 in the morning with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And what
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Oh, no.
See?
Usher look like he fresh off got
That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and pause, but like I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the frosted flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the frosted flakes because he used to always get up early. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
what the f did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this for me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the frosted flakes. Stupid.
Listen, having a good time, yo. Oh, your Usher made it in the... Hey, yo.
Another celebrity whose name was dropped in this lawsuit is Diddy's ex and one half of the City Girls, Caresha Brownlee, also known as Young Miami. On Thanksgiving in 2022, Rod recounts that he, Diddy, Young Miami, and her cousins were all spending the holidays at Diddy's house in Florida. He claims that Diddy offered him cocaine, which he refused to take and went to the bathroom instead. While he was there, Young Miami's cousin came in and began assaulting him sexually, which he rejected. It didn't stop there. Once he was out of the bathroom, the same girl began undressing and attempting to get intimate with him in the presence of Diddy and the others. He believes that Diddy orchestrated this encounter. Rod also claims that Diddy forced him to engage in sex trafficking by acquiring sex workers to engage in sexual acts with Diddy. It gets weirder. He alleges that he believes that Diddy allegedly drugged and raped him because one morning he woke up in bed nude with 2 sex workers and Diddy in bed with him. He claimed that Diddy's son, Justin Combs, was also part of the people who were getting sex workers and underage girls for Diddy to sleep with. Rod claims that he was forced to get sex workers and underage girls for a listening party at his home. He shared some photos of the underage girls with Diddy and Justin Combs. He also stated that an unnamed R&B singer was allegedly also at this party. The document described this person in a footnote, saying he's a Grammy Award-winning artist who had trouble with law enforcement after assaulting a Bajan billionaire. The only person that this can be traced to is Chris Brown, who got into trouble with the police after assaulting Rihanna, who is a Bajan billionaire. This claim isn't far-fetched because Chris Brown has alluded to having ties with Diddy in the past, saying that he wanted to be signed to Bad Boy Records, but Diddy rejected him.
The funniest part, a lot of people don't know, Diddy turned me down. I was 12
He gonna
years
watch
old. He's
this.
like, man,
Let's talk about him right now.
But it's love now. This is like my family, my brother now.
But let's get to the point.
But it was a blessing.
You went
though.
to see him.
Yeah.
Was you dancing?
So basically, it came as a package deal.
Because if you danced, he definitely would have signed you.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it 100. So I was like 12 at this time. This was before I didn't, and when I linked to Def Jam shit.
Okay.
But it was me and his one of my production managers' son named TJ. He's my brother to this day. But me and him were like a group. You know what I'm saying? So
What's the name of y'all group?
Man, we didn't have no name. We just was.
This is why he ain't signed y'all.
Yeah, probably right.
You gotta get that far.
You feel me? We just.
Yeah, ain't had your shit together, Chris.
Rod also implicated another celebrity, Cuba Gooding, in another section of the lawsuit, in which he alleged that Diddy was trying to coerce him into a homosexual relationship with Gooding, who is Diddy's friend. He claims to have rejected his advances, but Gooding kept touching him inappropriately until he forcibly pushed him away. Another allegation made by Rod was the fact that Diddy has not paid him any money for his work on the Love album. Payments owed include royalties, publishing, and $21,000, which is the remaining part of the $50,000 fee that was supposed to be paid to Rod for producing 9 songs on the album. He also said that Diddy used his power and influence to threaten him, showing him guns and bragging about how he has shot people and gotten away with it. He also mentioned that Diddy said that he was responsible for the shooting in a New York nightclub with rapper Shyne, but Shyne took the fall. He also mentioned that Diddy's girlfriend at the time, Jennifer Lopez, actually carried the gun for Diddy and gave it to him at the scene of the crime. Rod also accused Diddy of allegedly having freak-offs where he and his friends participated in illicit sexual activity with sex workers and underage girls, which Diddy recorded and used as blackmail against people in the industry. This statement is nothing new, as it has been brought up a few times by people in the industry. One of the most recent instances of that is Cat Williams.
Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Kid, I need to know. You here, get your number.
Thank you.
All this is a mess, and it has not been confirmed if the allegations are true. However, Diddy has responded in a statement saying that Lil Rod is nothing more than a liar who filed a $30 million lawsuit shamelessly looking for an undeserved payday. His reckless name-dropping about events that are pure fiction and simply did not happen is nothing more than a transparent attempt to garner headlines. Well, it looks like Diddy is ready to fight this lawsuit tooth and nail. But will he come out victorious? Here's what some fans have to say. One fan on YouTube said, "So if Cassie wouldn't have exposed Diddy, all of these people would have stayed quiet? That's crazy." Notice how no one is backing Diddy speaks volumes, another fan said. Even if he doesn't win in court, Diddy's reputation will never be the same. That man is disgusting, another fan said. This will be a hard case to win, as Lil Rod sued very powerful people in the industry. This lawsuit has revealed very crazy details, and while we do not know if they are true or not, we are watching and waiting to see how this all unfolds. We will also be giving updates on this story as they come. So what do you think of this drama? Can Diddy get through this, or is it too big of a mess? Let us know in the comments. If you have fun listening to this story, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit subscribe so you won't miss out on any more exciting news. Until next time, goodbye.